How is it going? How are you feeling? Hopefully fabulously. I'm feeling quite alright myself, if I do say so myself. Just gonna give it a minute here. For those of you that don't know, my name is A. For those of you that do, hey. It's gonna be a collective read. I started getting some downloads maybe about 40 minutes or so ago. So I don't really want to do a whole lot of small talk. I'm just going to get right on into the message. And whoever is supposed to find this will. All right, I'm going to give it a second more or so. Get my decks ready. Check out my recorded reads channel, A Pretty Lil Tarot 2. That is where I post my recorded reads. Is this the deck that I grabbed? I guess so. Okay. I just intuitively grabbed 3 decks. And 2 of the decks that I thought that I grabbed, I didn't. That's okay. We're going to go with the decks that I grabbed. So, let me tell you what I'm getting. So, this is titled, They Think They Know. What did I title? They think they know, but they have no idea. Something like that. They think that they know. They think that they know, but they don't. And they're missing out. So what I'm getting, this is energy outside of the collective. However, it's strongly, whoever it is that I'm picking up on, it's strongly in their energy. And this is an energy that has convinced themselves of something about a situation or an individual. And I feel like it's self-preserving energy. I feel like they have told themselves what it is that they need to be able to either disconnect from or walk away from a situation or an individual. I feel as though this individual is delusional, okay? And I don't mean that in a, it could have a negative connotation, but I feel like it's a matter of survival for whoever this is. I do feel as though whoever this is, though, is missing out. And I say that gingerly just because I'm also of the belief of if they should have, then they would have. That is my personal belief. But what I'm getting out of this is someone who is actively missing out on either you or a situation, a lifestyle, a circumstance, and this is at their own will based off of the delusions that they have told themselves, right? The lies that they have fed themselves to preserve. It's giving ego. Self-preservation is what I'm getting, okay? So that is why I titled this. They think they know, but they don't, and they're missing out. It's kind of giving what you don't know is not going to hurt you. However, whoever this individual is, whatever the situation is, I feel like on a deep level, they do know. And that is why on a surface level, they're not allowing themselves to see. And so I don't know, you might know who this individual is. You might know what the situation is surrounding. The name Travis may be of significance, okay? Orlando, that might be of significance. All right, so let's just get into the energy. We are going to pull from this Island Time Wellness. Ooh, let me grab my lotion really quick. It's not close by. Well, here's to hoping that I don't get any paper cuts because I'm feeling, my hands are feeling rather dry, but it's okay. It's going to be all right. All right, guys, so let's get right on in this. Like I said, if you missed what this is about, just rewind. I will timestamp this, all right? Okay, so we're pulling on this energy, please, Spirit. Palm tree, stability, security, performance, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. All right, that could be a theme surrounding this energy, okay? Someone could be deluding themselves with regard to their stability, their security, right? Whatever this is, I do feel as though whoever this is, they're stunting their own. Not only are they missing out, right? But I feel like they're holding back their own development in some way, shape, or form, because whatever it is, this decision that they're making, this delusion that they're living in, they genuinely are missing out. One fell. Hold on. All right. Photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Okay. So again, like I said, this is someone. I'm getting an individual who has. At the bottom of the deck we have the Runner. Okay, let me finish that thought though, but let me just tell you. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Didn't I just say this was like a self-serving energy, whoever this is? It's like they're doing what it is that they need to do to self-preserve in this time period. And I feel as though they're feeling as though like they're not allowing themselves to go any deeper or let their emotions run due to fear, out of fear, okay? All right, we're going to get one more, and then we're going to pull from the tarot. So palm tree, photograph, the Runner. So what I was going to say with regard to photograph, looking at your photo. So I feel like you could very well know who this is, all right? You could very well know who this is. This could be someone that you might have had something with that never really got off the ground because they are a runner, okay? Or for one reason or another. But that could have a lot to do with it as well. Something about you or the situation is scary to this individual, right? So not in a judgmental way, but like I said, it's giving like they are heavily deluding themselves, and that is to preserve their own feelings, okay? And I feel like at this point in time, they are not helping themselves. They're doing more damage, but this is a situation and a scenario that is going to take life and time for this individual to realize. This is going to be a thing where like next year, okay, 2-3 years from now, maybe 6 months, but I'm getting like time. Next year, 2 years from now, they're going to look back and be like, oh, so when I was getting pulled to do that and I ran in this direction instead, I really should have went that way. It's going to be one of those type of things, okay? Now, things can change, right? So it could change, but that's what I'm getting. Let me get one more from this, please. One more. I do feel, ooh. Okay, so for those of you who this is, you know exactly who it is that I'm talking about, all right? And this is romantic. You are going to meet somebody new, okay? We have date, all right? This says meet someone new, all right? Dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. And I understand, you know, for some people that's really, really fun, and that's just what they love to do. And then for others, it can be scary, okay? But I do feel as though if this is an individual that you were dealing with in that way, like I said, it's giving an energy of never really got off the ground running, right? And I feel like it could have, and I say should have tentatively because personally I feel like if it should have, then it would have. But this is giving a someone is hurting themselves, okay? And they still have some healing to do, right? We have this healing heart. All right, speaks to healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. All right, so this could be an individual who is, and aren't we all kind of, right, afraid of like toxic connections? I feel like this is someone who very strongly doesn't want that, okay, and that is not your concern, all right? If someone is deluding themselves within this situation, they are, even though it does involve you, it's not your battle. Okay, and they are missing out, and they will miss out. And like I said, this is giving next year they're gonna be looking back like, damn, it's too late now because you've already moved on, right? You've already moved on. You gonna meet somebody else, all right? So, all right, let's see what else you can tell me about this. Nine of Pentacles, okay? Doing your own thing, all right? Abundance, luxury, self-sufficiency, right? Rewarded efforts, success. So whoever you are, I do feel as though you are successful in the things that you put your mind to. This is earth energy, okay? You could be someone who is very, when you're focused on something, you're focused, right? And I feel like you could be focused on, your comfort, your stability, your things that make you happy, right? Which is part of the reason why I feel as though if you're watching this came up in your feed because you are someone who perhaps is maybe going back and forth like, I don't really know how to take this situation. I don't really know what to do about this individual. I am of the belief if someone walks out of your life, do not chase after them. Don't do that shit. Do not chase after them. And it has nothing to do with pride and everything to do with what is for you will never pass you by. So if they are passing you by, let them pass you by. It's going to be up to them to turn around and realize how good the view was when it was, right? That's not your battle, okay? Let me see what else comes out. I do feel as though this is very specific. I'm not really having to do a whole lot of shuffling. And yes, so what we just had come out is Ace of Swords, all right? So truth, clarity, success, again. So whoever you are, oh, this is a lot that fell out. I'm not taking them all. Whoever you are, again, I just can't. Straight up, though, straight up, I do feel as though whoever this individual, and I don't want to keep harping on it, but the title of this is they think they know, but they don't, and they're missing out. So I have to speak to the energy. You have to be careful when speaking about potential, right? But I do feel as though whatever this is, okay, whatever this was, did have the potential to be successful. But it's a slippery slope when you fall in love with someone's potential or a situation's potential. Doing so can keep you stuck. So whoever this is could be actually doing you a favor unknowingly, right? By their fear of whatever it is that they have going on as far as you're concerned, okay? So whatever it is about you in your situation, whatever it is that you have going on is intimidating to them. So they've created this narrative about you or about how y'all's situation would be or is, or obstacles is what I'm hearing, like obstacles that will be in the way. They've created this, and I feel like none of it is true. Again, that's none of your concern, but that is what is the deal and what is the case. And I just feel as though they still have healing to do. This is someone who only lets people get, this is someone who, if you were to sit them down, let's say you were to go on a date with this individual, you go on 1, 2, 3, 4 dates, and you're like, oh my gosh, they're so emotionally intelligent. Oh my gosh, like they're able to open up, they're able to speak about their feelings, and they're able to just be vulnerable. And I feel like, yes, to a certain extent. Because once you've reached you might not make it to that 6th date. You might not make it to that 5th date, that 6th date. It's going to be intense. It's going to be strong. It's going to be vulnerable until it starts to get real good. Until the potential is realized. And then you're going to start playing an uneasy game, right? It's going to be a seesaw. That's what, again, like a seesaw. That's what I mean by uneasy. Like you're up one day, you're down the next. You're up one day. And as a result, whoever this is, I feel like it's very unresolved. Whatever that shit is, it's unresolved and outside of you. So in their mind, they're thinking of it one way, okay? And this is somebody who is going to tell themselves that they're going to tell themselves whatever it is that they're going to need to tell themselves, right? But they're thinking of this situation one way. And you could be someone who is really open and you're open to things, however it is that they could be. Perhaps no expectations. But like I said, this is an individual who is going to meet you with that same energy until it gets to be a little bit too intense. And it's giving heavy, and you say she's just a friend, right? But then you go back and forth between those energies as well. Seesaw is very, very significant. So back to the delusion, or illusion. Is it delusion? Yes, delusion. The delusions that they're feeding themselves, it could be anything, right? It could be anything. It could be, it's never gonna work because I make too much money. It could be it's never gonna work because whatever the reason is, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, it's minuscule, okay? They could have this could be someone who has picked something out about you that perhaps they don't maybe particularly care for, and then they're harping on it, and they notice it, and then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and they've made it into something that so we have I stand on that, that's playing. So I'm gonna get back to that, but they've made whatever this, using nitpicking as an example, they've made whatever that to be so big that they're allowing it to stop them from pursuing whatever this is, or for allowing you to get any deeper than you've gotten, because they think they know, but they really don't, and they are missing out, right? So with that, I stand on that. I don't know if I said this in the beginning, before I started pulling, but this is an energy who, when they listen, they gonna stand on everything it is that they say and that they feel. Even if they are wrong, they're gonna tell you that they're wrong in your world, but in their world, they're right, and that's all that matters. It's that kind of energy. And again, this is that type of energy where it's like they're gonna realize the error of their ways after you are down the road, sweet pea, married, and doing your own thing, okay? Doing you maybe not married, but whatever the case may be, whatever the scenario is, by the time that they, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a long time. Like I said, it might not be a year or two. That's kind of what I'm getting, but it could be a few months. You know, time is not linear, okay? But I do feel like it's going to be something where, yeah, it's going to be your focus is going to be elsewhere by the time that they realize, right? Things can always change. So next week, who knows? They might have a light bulb moment. I don't know. But as far as the energy goes right now, that's what this is giving. This is very much giving, I'm just gonna, yeah, I see that about that person, but I'm not gonna let myself think that. Nope, because they chew their food a little funny, and I'm not gonna be able to live with that. It's gonna get on my nerves too bad. I don't know. It's giving know-it-all energy, y'all. I only pulled 2 tarot. Let me see what else comes out. This is channeled though. Like I said, I started channeling this message, and I'm like, oh, okay, well that's this is gonna be called. So whoever it is that I'm tapping into, that is the energy of an individual that you are dealing with, or that is in your energy. And that is the reason for that seesaw, because they think that they know, but they really, really don't. And by the time that they do know, I feel like you're going to be doing your own thing elsewhere, okay? It's not going to matter to you. I guess that's the good thing. I mean, it can be suck to hear. It can suck to hear. And it can be sucky to hear. Y'all, my words, it's coming out faster than I can. It's coming to me faster than I can communicate it. Yeah. So here's the thing. Whoever this is, you might actually have already invested in, right? This could already be, you could already have a relationship with this individual, and for whatever reason, it's not getting past a certain point. It's like, okay, well, we made it past some surface level stuff, right? But it's lacking that depth. This is why, because they think they know, but they really don't. And they're missing out. They're not allowing themselves to open up anymore. And again, like I said, this is someone who presents as very, very, very open. This is someone who presents as very, very vulnerable. This is someone who's going to tell you, oh, I've done the work on myself, because they probably have, right? But there's always work to be done. I've done the work on myself, okay? I've spent time alone, and I've learned the things that I like, and I've learned the things that I don't like. This is going to be that type of energy, or that is that type of energy. There's like a connection that could be felt right away, but over time it's going to fizzle, because this person, and like I said, this could be something that they're not even aware of. This person is now in an energy of deluding themselves and telling themselves whatever it is that they need to tell themselves to avoid having to take some sort of leap of faith. Okay. And what that leap of faith would be, opening up, right? Ooh, this is a lot. Listen, we had partnerships, 2 of Cups just fell out. Okay. And that's what this slipping is slippery. It's just slipped right out of my hands. Oh, and then we saw the eight of Swords. So yeah, this is something, how I said, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I mean, I guess, how long has this been? Not even, it's been about 20 minutes. So that's really, really the message. Because now I'm starting to kind of say the same thing over and over again. Now we got Boy Bye by Chloe playing Boy Bye, right? Don't let people play in your energy, right? Don't let people play in your face. And like I said, this doesn't even have to be an individual that's like narcissistic or like, you know, fuckboy energy or, you know, that type of energy. It doesn't even have to be like that. For all intents and purposes, this could be somebody who is a good, genuine person, but that doesn't mean that they're not deluding themselves, right? Because that's exactly what's happening, okay? And unfortunately, I do feel like it is impacting you in some way, shape, or form, which is why you came across this message, and it's to let you know, time to tell whoever it is bye in that way. Bye. Because you do have a new love coming towards you, someone who is going to be able to be vulnerable like you need them to be. They're emotionally unavailable. Yeah. So whoever this is, again, I'm gonna say it again, and then honestly, I don't really know that there's any more to pull on this, but they're presenting as someone who is very emotionally available, and they're not. They're not. Yeah. You stupid motherfucker, right? With love, respectfully, but you can't make people see what they're not ready to see, and you can't make people do what they're not ready to do. That is not up to you, all right? I always like to remind people that when it comes to humbling and when it comes to lessons being learned, it's not up for us. It's not up to us to take it upon ourselves and I'm going to humble this person and I'm going to teach this person a lesson. That's going to happen, all right? And I can tell you with this situation, it's going to happen in your absence, right? So maybe this is not something that you're able to just be absent from like completely 100%. But if you pull back your energy, your sacral energy, all right? Your solar plexus energy, but your sacral energy, you pull that energy away and start putting it towards somebody else, they're going to feel it, but that's not the point. The point is not to make them feel it. That's not the point. The point is for you to do what it is that you need to do for you because it is coming here for you, all right? I'm saying all that to say they will be able to feel it. They are going to wake up one day and they're going to feel it, okay? And I feel like go cry to your mama, like respectfully and kindly. So, and the fact that I even need to keep saying this, again, this is someone who I feel like is just emotionally unavailable and they just don't know. So I did pull up this deck, 9 of Swords, intense anxiety, feeling hopeless, depression. So that could be something that this individual deals with as well that perhaps they don't speak about. That could be part of the reason why they've built this barrier around themselves, right? And they've meticulously cured this barrier to come across and appear for all intents and purposes as open and vulnerable and available and ready and that's not what it is. All right, that's not what it is because they have other shit that they're dealing with, right? I feel like in a way to prevent this depression, all right, when it comes to self-preserving energies, which we all are to an extent, right? I said this in a read that I did last week. People are only able to meet you as deeply as they met themselves, right? But when it comes to self-preserving energies, it's going to be by any means necessary, okay? So like I said, this is someone who you will look them in the face and tell them exactly what it is. And they will look you in the face and tell you exactly what it isn't. And you're not going to be able to convince them otherwise. So with those type of energies, all you can really do is pull your energy away and move on with your life. Let me just get one. We got don't play with it playing. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Like don't let anybody play in your energy. As soon as you notice, all right, because you've been picking up on it. I know you have. As soon as you notice that, hey, this isn't what I thought. This isn't what they said. And this definitely ain't what they think it is, okay? It's going to be up to you to pull your energy back, right? If this person wants to be delusional, which they do right now, because that's what's making them feel safe, let them. Let me just get one more, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for stopping by and choosing to share some of yourself with me today. Check out my Recorder Reach channel, Pretty Lil Tarot 2. as that is where I post my recorded reads. Check out 369 Dimension Readings and Putting Things into Context on that channel, as we have a fun little mini series there called Putting Things into Context. All right, now let me get one more and then I'm gonna let y'all go. All right, justice. Listen, cause and effect, motherfucker. This is justice. Cause and effect. Truth, okay? Get what is deserved, okay? In this instance, like I said, I'm not necessarily getting an individual who is just like, did you dirty? They just sincerely don't know any better. And I don't mean that in a patronizing way, right? Because whoever this is grown AF. But it's self-preserving energy. So for every action, there is a reaction. This person choosing to delude themselves is now causing you to walk away. And guess what? Meet what it is that you got next coming towards you, my love. Okay? That's it. That's all. I hope that this was able to help you in some way, shape, or form. If nothing else, I hope that it at least entertained you and I made you smile a little teeny bit, or at least provided clarity. Okay? Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you again here soon. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. Bye.